Okay, so today we're going to do something different. I have a beamer that I have been using for quite a while actually, and one of the perks of having a beamer is when you have people come over or friends that know that you have a beamer, they want to borrow it. Now, I don't like giving my beamer just like that. I always wrap it in the original packaging. The problem is that the packaging is big, like maybe twice as big as the beamer in size, and then 4 times as high. And yeah, we're going to fix that. So I actually have an old flight case that I got and isn't in use anymore. The problem is that it was used for something else, and that's not the case anymore. Well, oh, that's a horrible word, joke, pun thing. So we're going to rip out the original foam. We're going to make a new case for that, and then we have a very nice handy transport box with a handle and everything. So what do we need? We need custom foam. I ordered this online. It was pretty cheap, and I actually ordered 4 layers of various size. So the thinnest ones, the 2 centimeter ones, they will be going on the most outer side that's possible, and then we will be cutting in the thicker ones. That's where we're actually going to cut out the shape of the projector or the beamer. What do we need for this? We also need to make room for a cable and a remote control. The rest of the cables, I think people usually have a bunch of them, just need to have these 2. We need to have scissors, well, a cutting knife obviously, something to measure, something to write that you can see. This is actually a silver pen, or well, it writes silverish, and then some scrap cardboard for the cutting, so I don't cut in the floor. Anyway, I'll set up the first thing and then we'll see from there. So I'm just going to document this a little bit. Alright, while I ripped out the first thing, I kind of got surprised by something, and that is that there was a hidden compartment in this one. Fortunately, it did not contain drugs or anything illicit, but yeah, so I didn't even notice this. That's a weird thing, like you rip something out and then you're like, oh, there's something else down here. Anyway, I'll continue ripping this one out, but since this is pretty solid and pretty deep, I don't think I'll be finding anything else. If I do find something, I will tell. Okay, so I ripped out the other side. Where the fuck did I throw it? Oh, over here. It was pretty clean, and this is actually the unaltered foam size. So I had this one 2 centimeters too big compared to the case. Yeah, so this was like some mesh or whatever, but the outside is made of hard plastic, I guess, so this doesn't matter, and it actually did fit in quite well. There is some size difference, but yeah, it compresses. So I'm guessing I will be cutting off maybe at an angle over here in the foam, so it will look a little bit similar to this. I think you can see it. This is also at an angle, and maybe for good measure, not in height but in the length, I will be cutting off half a centimeter, I guess. Otherwise, when I put it in here, it's going to bulge here at the center, and yeah, we don't want that. Anyway, I'll be measuring and drawing and cutting on this piece of cardboard, and I'll be back once this is done. So the first plate is done. What I did was I lined it up here in the middle, and I'm starting to push on the outer edges so that in the middle it will be centered instead of like over here, that I have too much. I have actually an excess of foam. Might want to see if I can like get it properly lined or not, otherwise I might cut a little bit more off, but it looks like it's not bulging too much here at the bottom. It is doing it a little bit, so I might actually cut off slightly something in height, but apart from that it looks actually pretty damn good. So I'll be doing the other pieces, and then well actually, let's see, we're going to size. There's actually not going to be a lot of room for the cable now I look at it. Maybe I'll just center this one, and then in the, so let's see, and then in the top piece I might leave a cutout for cables. I don't know if that's a good idea or not actually. Well, I'll start with the bottom thing first, so I'll make the cutout here, and then let's see, it closes. There might also have to be a cutout in the top. Now that I look at corner difference, yeah, so it's a bit too high. Oh well. Let's continue. In case you are wondering how the cutting goes, we just slide this in, and then we, let's see if I can hold it back. Yeah, there's not a lot of light. This should be better. Well, slightly. So just slide it in, and then just start zigzagging. So yeah, you might actually see the line over here and here at the top. This is all done already. Just need to cut it out a little bit further. Okay, I cut out all around it, so let's see. Should, yeah, it comes apart. So this is roughly the beamer. Let us confirm, and slides in, and I have room. Well, it's not a lot, so that's great, that's excellent. Alright, we continue. Okay, so it's a bit more light out there today. That's because it is day after I was filming previous pieces of this, and so you can see this fits pretty damn nice. I actually didn't have to cut anything away from the sides just yet, but since it is now fitted in more tightly, I have learned something new, and that is, this no longer fits. So I will be marking down again where I need to cut, and I'll do the cutting again. So I'll be back when that is done. Okay, so the next step is complete. It fits pretty flush in here, and I'm on the way to adding the small back piece in there. I've got some corners off already, so they're a bit more easy to insert. And then just the expansion of the foam itself should keep it pretty much in place. But you just saw that it pushed back, so I'm actually going to cut off a little bit more, and then we're also going to take our ruler and we're going to measure. It's 4 centimeters, yeah, and that's going to fit exactly with this. That's also 4, and then that will mean that when we close the case, it should actually be enough to hold this and compress a bit. Hopefully not too much, otherwise we're going to see if we can fix it by swapping out this one with the bigger one. So that's 2 centimeters, that's 4. But yeah, let's first see if we can fix the pushing back of this one. And we're at the next step already. So this is with the 4 centimeter foam in place as well. I think I'll have to cut off a little bit more on the top. I just fumbled a lot with the camera. So yeah, I'll be cutting off a little bit more on the top, and then I will have to cut out exactly this shape again, so it will fit flush when I close it, and then I will have my case. And I just completed the last piece, so it looks a bit ragged on the edges still, but it's pretty much what I expect from it right now. So it closes. Let's see. And it doesn't shake, so that's exactly what I wanted. So yeah, this is a do-it-yourself, build yourself a beamer protection kit that went pretty well, and I think I only spent about 10 euros on the materials, and it works as intended, so yay. Yay me. Anyway, thanks for watching this really badly produced video, and I'll see you next time.